So hi everyone, in this video I'm going to explain about one more concept that is what constructor overloading. Okay, already I explained this constructor overloading while explaining what lab program bar one. I'll just repeat that one. Okay, yeah. So before going to what constructor overloading, first we have to understand what is that overloading or method overloading. So method overloading means if two or more functions with same name but different signature, we'll call that one as what method overloading. What is the meaning of signature? Either data type should be what different or number of parameters should be what different. Okay, signature means either data type should be what different or number of parameters what should be different, but name should be what same. We'll call that one as what method overloading. Okay, so consider this example. So you have two methods, one with what two parameters, one more with what three parameter, but the name is what same. Okay, we will call this one as what method overloading. Okay, how compiler is going to differentiate? If you send if you call a add function and send two integer values, this will be executed. Okay, if you call out add function and if you send out three integer values, this will be what executed. Okay, here number of parameters are different. Consider about one more example, add a int a and what float a. Okay, now this one is what data type is what different. If you send a one parameter with a one parameter of integer type, this will be executed. If you send for a add function, if you call what add function and if you send a one parameter with a floating point value, this will be what executed. In this way, your compiler is going to differentiate two functions, even though that is having what same name. We'll call this one as what method overloading. Now we will see what is constructor overloading. Okay, so constructor overloading in Java allows to have what more than one constructor inside one class. So meaning is what same. You know the meaning of what constructor. What is the meaning of a constructor? So that's a special member function with same name as that of a class. Whatever the class is having the name, that must have same name. No return type, not even void. Okay, and that will be executed whenever you create an object. Okay, so whenever you create an object, so constructor will be what executed. Okay, and we use constructor to initialize what data members. To initialize this data members, we will going to use what constructors. Okay, yeah. Now, so because of constructor overloading, we can have what more than one constructor within what a single class. Okay, so now here I have what parameters construct, two parameters constructor and one just a constructor, or even sometimes we'll call a default constructor, but actually that is not a proper way. So this one is just a constructor and this store what parameters constructor. This out of these two parameters constructor, this one is taking what two integer values and this one is taking what two double value. Okay, and this four are called as what data members. Okay, so this four are called data members. Two constructor, parameters constructor, one constructor. So first constructor is taking what two integer value, next constructor is taking what two double value, and this is not taking what any parameter. Okay, and we have what area one. So to calculate the area of integer values, and we have area 2 to calculate area of two floating point values, sorry, two double values, double or floating point same, and area 3 since we are in a just a constructor, we are assigning what 0, we will get result as what result is what 0. Okay, yeah. So now I've taken out one more class with name class overload constructor. This name you can take what anything. So within which there is a public static void main. Okay, so now I created object of type what rectangle. So this class object, rectangle object. What will happen? First it will going to allocate space for what data members. So what are the data members? We have four data members. One is what height and width, and this of type what integer. Okay, and again there are two more data members. Again height and what width, this of type what double. Okay, for all the four data numbers it will going to allocate what space. Okay, next one more thing is what once you create an object, first space will be allocated for data numbers, next constructor calling. See, I'm calling what constructor. This one is what constructor calling. Because of new operator I'll get what space. Because of this one constructor will be what called. Now I'm sending what 11 and what 20. So now constructor will go to what your class rectangle and it will check rectangle. See, we have a two rectangle, but this one is taking what two integer values and this one is taking what two two double values. So constructor will going to execute what first one. Why? Because we are sending what 11 and what 20. Okay, so 11 will be copied over here and 20 will be copied to W, and that will be assigned to height as well as what width. So for height as well as with respect to what integer, it will go to store what 11 and what 20. Okay, 11 and what 20. Next I'm calling R1 dot area 1. I'm calling what area 1. So we have what on area 1, that will be called. So this one is called as local variable. So whereas this one is also called as what instance variable. Okay. Yeah. So system.out.println, you will get this message int area, and it will going to calculate with respect to R1. There is some value for height as well as what width. What is that value? 11 and what 20. Okay, so that it will take the product of 11 and what 20. I think you will get 220. That will be stored in res, and that will be what printed. So you will get result as int area. You will get output in this way. So int area. So why int area? So because of this one, you will get what int area, system.out.println. So cursor will come to what next line, and it will go to print what 220. You will get output in this way. Int area 220. Okay. Yeah. Next cursor will come to what this particular line. Again, I'm creating one more object of type rectangle. So what will happen now? It will going to allocate again space for what data numbers. 4 space will be what created. 2 for integer and 2 for what double. Why? Because we have what 4 data numbers. Okay. So and what's the next thing that will going to happen? Because of new, I got space for data numbers, and again I'm calling what constructor calling. Okay, again I'm calling what constructor rectangle 11.33 and 20.22. 11.33 comma 20.22. So now I'm calling what constructor by passing 11.33 and 20.22. Now again it will going to check a function with name what rectangle. So I have actually 3 functions with name what rectangle, but how compiler is going to differentiate? So this will take 2 parameters of integer, and this will not taking any parameter, but whereas this one is taking what 2 double values. So I'm sending what double value 11.33 and 20.22. So this function will be what executed. So here h will get the value 11.22 and w will get the value 20.22. So that will be assigned to what ht. So ht will get the value 11.22 and wd will get the value 20.22. So that will be stored over here. Okay, so 11 and 20, 11.33 and 20.22. Okay, again I'm calling what r2 dot area 2. See, r2 dot area 2. So r2 dot area 2. So area 2 function will be what called. So and h2 and w2 is having the value. What is that value with respect to r2? 11.22, 11.22 and 20.22. So now it will take the product of 11.22 and 20.22, and result will be stored in what res, and that will be printed. So you'll get the message double area. Since the system.out.println, cursor will come to what next line, and next line it will going to print what res. So what is the res will get? You'll get after printing what double area, you'll get 229.09259 something. You'll get what. Okay, yeah. So again now constructor again I'm calling what creating one more object. Again space will be what allocated, and it will call what constructor. See, now observe here I'm just calling what rectangle. Okay, so now which function will be what called? Rectangle without any parameter will be what called, and height and width will get what 0, just like what in the previous case. You'll get what space. Okay, so this height and width will get what 0, remaining to belongs remaining to our what's free. Okay, next I'm calling what r2 dot area 3. Okay, so which function will be what called? Area 3 will be what called. So there we are written just result is what 0. Okay, you'll get the output. Result is what 0. Okay, so next this is the end of what your main, and this is the end of what your class overload constructor. So program terminate. Okay, and you will get output in this way. Yeah. So now how compiler differentiate different constructor depending on the number of parameter or type of the parameter. Even though constructor name has same name, this one is called as what constructor overloading. Why? Same name but different signature. Okay, so in these two cases a data type in the here parameters, no parameter. Okay, yeah, just copy this particular program, constructor overloading, copy this particular program along with what output. This output. Okay, thank you.